Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and highest honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ramachah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. They were well. Salutations to you few brothers and sisters that may see this, to you few brothers that's out there preaching and teaching his word, putting our lives on the line in these last days, bringing this raw and uncut truth. It's the brother Ariaga from the Grand Rapids, Michigan camp here with another nifty lesson. Let's get into it. Going into the famine of the word and the technology that they are going to use to push this martial law that is right around the corner. While people are getting caught up, don't get me wrong, Trump has done some pretty interesting things. Passed a law for two genders, 2006, 26 taxes. He made it so that men can claim it, and any men that are on child support can claim it, and women that they are no longer allowed to. The baby fathers can claim all the children now. All right. All of this stuff sounds great, but all of these things are distractions. Even looking at the situation that happened with the DC situation, with the plane crashing into the Black Hawk helicopter. We're going to go into some of all these things just to sum it up, and the technology that they are utilizing to bring these about, these false miracles, or like I usually like to go in saying, it's his Esau's spiritual powers, it's his technology. All right, he's utilizing this technology to usher in, which is also part of that, RFID mark of the beast, that RFID chip. They also going to go in and utilize that because that's part of his spiritual power. What does he want to do in the end? He wants to play as if he's the Most High. He wants to be Yahweh, Yahushai. Okay. He wants to know where you at all times, what you're spending your money on. He wants to be omnipotent. He wants to be able to control how you spend your money, control how you think, right? All these things we will discuss in this lesson. One of the things I want to pass over real quick, first and foremost, is this AI technology is extremely dangerous, okay? These technologies that Esau has, they will be utilized. So you look at them in these fun ways and people are able to use them for these funny reasons and create these hilarious videos or whatever they will call them, but in all actuality, this is a device, an evil, wicked device plan that will help further the agenda and further the affliction against Jacob in the time of Jacob's trouble, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, regardless of your skin color. He will use this to easily persecute you. He can place you anywhere he wants you to be. You could just be standing on the corner and walk across the street. But with technology like this, you can go back, take that footage and make it look like you turn into a werewolf or something, or you just start brutally attacking somebody's baby, and you just, when in reality, you just crossed the street and you went home. Okay. So this technology that they have is something that they will use, an engine of their wickedness that they will utilize to further their agenda. All right, let's get to it. Obviously, that did not happen. Obviously, he got knocked the fuck out. He laid out, dude put his arm up or whatever, and he celebrated, what have you. They made it so he started playing the fucking keyboard, and the guy was dancing the YMCA. Okay, these tough ass dudes doing this suspect ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Disgusting, man. It's disgusting. Okay, and this is the technology that they have. And they can easily make this happen. They can easily make this happen. So what are you going to think? What do you think they're going to do against the men of the Lord and against those that actually believe in the word? Oh, man, people know that they stand stiffly for the word. People know that, they believe in the Lord and they actually walk in it. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck can we do tarnish their name. We got to make them public enemy number one somehow. All right. This is one of the devices that they'll utilize to make this happen. Okay. This is Exhibit A. This piece of hardware makes it so individuals are able to make you look like you were doing something, fluidly, right? And you wasn't even there. You didn't do shit. This is demonic, man. Let's keep it going. Look at this shit.
What's wrong to try to get a matchup with a gun?
What?
Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. I'm stuck on you. Got this feeling down deep in the soul that I just can't lose. Guess I'm on. Now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, see through. I'm sexy and I know it. Baby, stick it, baby, move it, baby, lick it. My old friend, I've come to talk with you again.
Right, and all of this is fair use. Fair use. All right. Look at this. They playing. He knocked them out, and now this motherfucker's playing drums, and the ref is playing fucking bass guitar, and this guy on the left is playing electric guitar. Yeah. So make this make sense. It doesn't, right? And the fact that they can do this means that nobody is safe. All they need now, they got RICO acts. They don't even need shit like this. Esau can just lock you up just off of hearsay. He can lock you up just off of conspiracy. Okay? That's all. Let them have a conspiracy and think, oh shit, they was all trying to do RICO. All right, well, let's just get all of them, no evidence or anything. But if you have a strong enough case and you can fight it, they could just bring this up. They can easily just do this right here. Yeah, look at him, he was out here, shooting, throwing knives, and he got to a sword fight. Whatever they want to persecute you with. Matter of fact, they can add you to the Diddy party footage. They can make it look like your ass was at a Diddy party, man. You was taking Tusi. They can make it look like you was getting triple blizzy, as they call it, where 3 men run up in you at the same time. All right, they get them high off of that Tusi, that pink cocaine, and then 3 men, they'll be so high off of it, and their body will be so numb that, like Jaguar Rice said, they did Francis Ngannou bad like that, bro. And my man, I can't think of his name. The light-skinned brother, Swedish brother. But yeah, they did him dirty. I remember this fight. Yeah, they can, easily just put you anywhere at any time. They can add and make any piece of evidence they want to. All right, this is disgusting. It's not funny. It's not cool. It's terrifying. Yep, now I remember that light-skinned brother's name. His name is Alistair Overeem. This is the UFC. Wanted to get straight to the point, and I'll go up after this. This is 2 Ezra 15:15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another people, and swords in their hands. going into these race wars, civil wars that are going to take place as this system um, collapses from the inside out. Being part of the agenda to bring in a new world order, you have to collapse the old system to basically prop up the new system. It says, or the Great Reset, as they call it, Agenda 20, 2025, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. It's going to it's going to be in the average person's power, or in their hand, to have the power to kill somebody or to let them live. It's going to be like the Wild Wild West, straight chaos out here. All they got to do is cut the power off, and it doesn't have to be to the whole city, but it can be systematic portions of it. Whole city, they showed, I think it was a movie called Lights Out or Blackout, and they showed within 7 days, society had crumbled, having no power. Okay, every city was in utter chaos. Society reverted back to the medieval ages in 7 days. Okay, but here it goes in the 16th verse: "For there shall be sedition among men." Right? Now let's check this out. What does that word sedition say? Sedition is the act of inciting people to rebel against the government or established order. It can include speech that encourages discontent or insurrection, right? So even though Trump is setting all those individuals that went up to the White House and they attacked it and smeared Dookie all over the walls, which are Edomites, they smeared Dookie all over the wall, peed everywhere. They do animal like shit, literally. Smeared Dookie everywhere, peed everywhere, masturbated on stuff. These Edomites are almost like they're beast people. Okay. And now they're all pardoned, right? And it goes to show that was set up in the first place, because they would have never been able to do that to the White House, the real White House. They switched out the windows and they changed them to these little plexiglass, flimsy windows. That's why they busted through the windows like it was nothing. I mean, it's supposed to be a fortress, but it just goes to show that people in high places, like the dude dressed as a Viking and all these cats, all of them were hired to do that. And guess what? People do that. Esau has that monkey see, monkey do mentality. Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, fuck this player. Trump. And they just see somebody else doing, they're going to go do it too. And they knew who to put in the front row to do these things. But regardless, they're going to use the same thing against us. See, they'll freeze their people, right? Anybody who's for this system and Trump, they're going to free them, even though they don't realize that they already screwed as well. Not until they start dropping the policies that don't benefit them. But what they'll easily do is just use this to persecute the men of the Lord, man. Okay? And anybody that's against this wicked ass system, right? Let's keep going. Next, we're going to get into something called optogenics. Okay, so this is for everybody that has a cell phone, right? Check this out. Doesn't matter if it's an Android or goddamn iPhone. iPhones are quite worse. But all phones, all cellular devices. All right, check this out. It says these flashes of light can turn on and off the function of cells, brain cells, not just any cell. It's shining on your head, right? So the flashes of light can turn on and off the function of cells. Neurons in your brain, right? This then becomes thought and mind control. And look at all of these people just walking around with their phones. They have no clue because they're looking at them in an infrared camera. They have absolutely no clue that this is happening to them. Sorry, I don't like this dumbass music. Okay. I can't stand that. So I'm gonna bring it back and I'm just gonna read. Okay. I don't want to play that dumbass music. It's all that whimsical wow wow. Then it turns up loud. Let's go. Have you heard of optogenics? Recording with night vision camera, hycromochia, and it is the manipulation, modification, and control of your cells and neurons. Says the camera's off, right? And yet, these flashes of light can turn on or off the function of cells. When this happens to the neurons in your brain, this then becomes thought and mind control. Bam, look at that. All smart devices and LEDs of any form are being used as weapons against us. And you know them women love them phones. The more we become informed, the more we become aware. And through awareness, we become empowered, right? The transhuman agenda is picking up momentum. Yes, it is. Look at the AirPods. It must be stopped before it's too late. Damn. All right. I would say at the end. All right, become informed about their planned end of humanity and AI take over in my ebook. Well, it doesn't matter because you just need to read the Bible. But look at this. This shit is crazy, dog. Look, especially this one. Dude's laying in bed, dog. This shit is just lighting up. There you go. All right. And it's just, that's why people can't think straight. This is why they just tell you, oh, because you're exposed to blue light. That's why you can't get any sleep. No, it's way deeper than that. It's because you have these, and damn near invisible lights constantly flashing, right? Controlling how you think and what you think and how you feel, manipulating your thoughts, man. Okay? Mind control. All right? Also want to point out with optogenics, when it shuts down your cells, all right, or your cells, and they say is a manipulation, modification, and control of your cells and neurons, right? These flashes of light can turn on and off the function of cells. Let me tell you something. I fast, I pray, and I'm grateful to that. I'm grateful to the Lord for giving me that spirit. I have my own ailments like everybody else does. But nonetheless, in particular, I live a pretty healthy lifestyle. The way I eat is as clean as I have in my life for many years. This isn't just a start. I take powerful herbs every day. Okay. Everybody's going to get sick. It happens, right? Let me tell you something. They can turn off your cells. They can manipulate them, not only in your brain, but in your body as well. And they can shut off the appropriate functions of, let's say, your white blood cells, your T cells, and different cells, so that they don't perform the tasks that they're supposed to, and they don't fight off the disease and the parasites, and identify and fight off the different viruses. You know what I'm saying? All of this is very true. This is why a lot more people are getting sick, even if you eating organic vegetables and fruits and meats and stuff. It's because of these cell phones. Okay, they're using this as basically it's a weapon. That's all it is. All right, check this out.
Every one of you who has a phone in their hand should have a deep think about why they don't have removable batteries anymore. They tell us it's for better water resistance or to make your phone slimmer, but do you really believe that? Back then, you could just pop that sucker out, slap in your backup battery, and boom, you were back at 100. No power banks and no waiting around. They've made sure you can't ever do that again. Others say it's all about money, right? Because they want us to buy a new phone. But think about it, wouldn't they make more money selling backup batteries? The truth? The battery was the only thing you could control. Once you take away your ability to remove the battery, you can never really turn your phone off. Even if you hit that power button, it's still listening. How else do you think your phone switched itself on for the alarm? They needed a way to make sure we couldn't just cut the power. You pop that battery out, boom, no more tracking. So what do? They take away the option. And airplane mode, yeah, that's a joke. That's like trusting incognito mode to keep you safe from the CIA. And here's the kicker. This was always the plan from the start. Once they figured we weren't catching on, they went all in on non-removable batteries. It's the perfect system. And here's where it gets really freaky. Every phone company, and I mean every single one, made this change at the same time without exception. Think about that for a second. Not a single mainstream phone manufacturer lets you just pop out the battery anymore. None of them. It's like they all got the same memo at the same time. And the craziest part? Nobody questioned it. We just accepted it. Like sheep, we went along with the idea that it's just the next step in technology. Phones are getting better. Now, I'm not saying toss your phone out, but next time you stare deep into that camera lens, ask yourself, who's really on the other end? I'm going to go ahead and say this is just a joke for entertainment purposes.
Yep, and it's clearly not. This is it. This is what you guys wanted. You know, you wanted the most up-to-date phones, and you did whatever you had to do. Paid $1,000, whatever, to attain these things. And now that you have them, you understand what the whole agenda was after it's been engaged against you for a long period of time. People have grown adapted to it. Like he said, this shit changed over, and people didn't even they didn't even question it. They didn't even, oh yeah, what the fuck? There goes the optogenics right there. All right. You know, it looks familiar to that shot that I showed you, where the people, the video where they were walking down the street at nighttime, and all of these flashes were manipulating people's brain cells and whatever cells in their body. Like I said, it's not just about your brain cells, though. If you can manipulate the brain cells, you can manipulate all the cells within your body. So that is key in itself.
Nobody questioned it.
My bad. All right, and now that they are well into doing this, they're ready for the next phase. All right, and what is that next phase? The mark of the beast. All right, RFID microchip, whether you can understand it or not. Lord knows, I was just watching Squid Games season 2 the other day, And the first episode, what did he do? He went in the bathroom trying to figure out how they were knowing where he was at, the winner of the last Squid Games, and used a knife. He found some weird behind his ear, used a knife or a razor, cut out a RFID microchip. That's how they were tracking him, knew what he was doing, all of that. Okay? Period. So it's not an illusion anymore. It's a fact. All right. I saw this interview Jordan Peterson had with Elon Musk. If you haven't seen it, it's on Rumble. I suggest you go see it. All right. Check this out.
I see. Memphis, the capital of the ancient Egypt. Right. Yeah, you're bringing what? That's where our new God will come from. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, I wish that was funny. Yeah, okay, so I want to talk to you about alignment. That was funny.
Hey, my man Jordan Peterson said, I wish that was funny. One more time.
I see. Memphis, the capital of the ancient Egypt. Right. Yeah, you're bringing what? That's where our new God will come from. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, I wish that was funny. Yeah, okay, so I want to talk to you about alignment. That was funny. Memphis, where our new God will come from. As we see here, Elon's AI supercomputer project is in Memphis, Tennessee. And as you heard from Elon himself, how Memphis was the capital of ancient Egypt. And we can see in the Bible, Memphis is a symbol of the consequences of turning away from God, deception, and folly. Now, the Hebrew name for the ancient Egyptian city of Memphis was Noth or Moth. Not sure if I pronounced that correctly. And now the city of Memphis had several other names,
Fair use.
including the meaning of the house of the spirit of Ptah. Now you may be asking, who is the spirit of Ptah? Well, apparently this was the ancient Egyptian god of creation, arts, crafts, and trades. He was also considered the architect of the universe. Ptah was the chief deity of Memphis. And we can see here, according to...
If I'm not mistaken, that is, you have Isis, Osiris, and you have Ptah, right? So when celebrities go and they get the Academy Award, the Oscars, that is a statue of Ptah.
Legend, Memphis was the first capital of United Egypt. Makes me think of the Tower of Babel, where everybody was united. Oh yeah, a nice little hand sign there, Elon. So you're telling me the guy who wants to implant a chip into your brain and tie your consciousness with AI, who also says that AI is summoning a demon. And artificial intelligence, we're summoning the demon. You know those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, sure, you can control the demon.
Hey, and now that this devil, Elon Musk never held it up with you. He always kept it a buck and showed you that he was a demon. Okay, he just did it in a charismatic way. In America, they love these charismatics, and this world in general. They love these charismatic speakers, and they let them slide. Oh, this rich man, this rich man. If you're a rich man, he's charismatic. Yeah, he definitely can get away with anything he wants to in his kingdom, man.
How our new God will come out of this artificial intelligence, which again is coming out of Memphis, which he makes a point to tie in how Memphis is originally from ancient Egypt, while throwing up the hand sign. Nothing to see here, guys. I'm sure it's just a coincidence that the Tesla logo upside down looks like a witch's hat. I'm sure that's just me looking too far into it. Now, this interview that Jordan Peterson had with Elon Musk blew my mind. It confirmed everything that I was suspecting with Elon. And I plan on making more videos on this interview because some of the things that...
Yeah, that's the gist of this video. It does. This in particular video right here for Tesla does look like a witch's hat. Yeah. Yep. There it is. Tesla upside down. It looks like a witch's hat, man. And his head he moved his base of operations out of California because of the whole woke movement and what happened to his son allegedly. They just used that as an excuse to move it out of there, and they took it to Memphis, and you see why, because of the symbolism. Memphis is the capital of Egypt. All right, and this, like he said, where the new God's gonna come from. Yeah, this is what they're gonna use to bring in that, mark of the beast. This is one of those locations, man. Okay. Elon Musk says training begins for AI supercomputer project in Memphis. All right. And that was back in July 22nd, 2024. So, of course, this is already underway, and more so than not completed. Okay. Let's keep going. Hey, if you have the internet in your household, your router is a camera. Here's the proof.
Is they had, a camera looking at a space with people in it. That's sort of like coming in from one eye. The other eye is the radio signals, so sonar from the Wi-Fi router. And they just learned to predict, like, this is where the human beings are. Then they took away the camera. So all the AI had was the language of radio signals bouncing around a room. And this is what they're able to reconstruct. Real-time 3D pose estimation, right? So suddenly AI has turned every Wi-Fi router into a camera that can work in the dark, specially tuned for tracking living beings. Is they had,
One more time. I'll play one more again.
Is they had, a camera looking at a space with people in it. That's sort of like coming in from one eye. The other eye is the radio signals, so sonar from the Wi-Fi router. And they just learned to predict, like, this is where the human beings are. Then they took away the camera. So all the AI had was the language of radio signals bouncing around a room. And this is what they're able to reconstruct. Real-time 3D pose estimation, right? So suddenly AI has turned every Wi-Fi router into a camera that can work in the dark, specially tuned for tracking living beings.
Damn. Why do they need all of this? One would ask, why would they even need some shit like this? Because when the time comes, in the time of Jacob's trouble, to come round up individuals who have a problem with new agendas and the draconian agendas that they're about to pass, okay? First, it starts with that DEI, which in truth, stop getting worked up over that, Jake, because the number one person that benefited was American white women, all the way down. The fifth one, I think the lady said it was homosexuals, okay? So get over it, all right? If anything, the main ones that are mad are women of all color, because when they talk about people of color, they usually mean black women, all right? Because that whole DEI situation was used to prop up women and put them in different positions that they didn't have access to for various reasons. Now they're in them, and then they utilize that to put a lot of these black women over the men and white women over the men, okay? Because that is causing chaos in a system that has been around for thousands of years. And this is why this system is complete chaos now. One of the main reasons. But regardless of the matter, this is feeding into that. This is why this is so crazy. So your router is a camera. Check out the same technology they'll use, just like Skynet and Terminator. The same technology they're gonna use to hunt down a lot of different people, right? Check this out. Right. Michael Jackson spins and shit and flips. It's fucking doing parkour or something. Unitree. All right. Started with Boston Dynamics and a lot of these. I think Boston Dynamics, when I think of them, I always think about Skynet. But regardless of the matter, yes, they have this technology and it's just not to look cool. And so people can, you can go use it to rescue people. Okay, yeah, they bring up all of these various functions that are useful to mankind. But the main goal that they have set up for these is to hunt down people that have an issue with the agendas that are being rolled out right now. They already have different spot dogs and the mechanical yellow dogs and shit in the police departments, in various, and I'm pretty sure in damn near every major city. They just haven't unrolled them yet. Drones and they work, basically hand in hand with drones and your router. Look, if you're inside the city, they have ways of finding you, okay, and sending these. They don't have to send ICE agents or whoever else or police officers to come and find you. They can send these out. All right, I want to show you something. Check this out.
Robotic dog outfitted with an automatic rifle. You heard that right. They say the remote-controlled weapon is not only able to showcased a robotic dog outfitted with an automatic.
All the way back for you. We get all the meat off this bone. All right. There we go, right there. And let you know what China's doing. Still don't believe in Skynet? Check this out.
Just showcased a robotic dog outfitted with an automatic rifle. You heard that right. They say the remote-controlled weapon is not only able to fight alongside soldiers in urban combat operations, but maybe could replace them. CNN's Mike Valerio has the latest.
Well, John, during recent military drills with Cambodia, China's military showed off a robot dog with an automatic rifle on its back. And, well, this is what happens. It's a 2-minute video made during the China-Cambodia military training exercise known as Golden Dragon 2024. In one drill, the rifle-firing robot is leading an infantry unit into a training building, and a soldier says in this video released by state broadcaster CCTV, quote, "It can serve as a new member in our urban combat operations, replacing our human members to conduct reconnaissance and identify the enemy and strike the target." Now, a CCTV video from last year also highlighted China's rifle-armed electronic canines in a joint exercise with the Chinese, Cambodian, Lao, Malaysian, Thai, and Vietnamese militaries. The dogs have been popping up on China's heavily regulated social media, and this is the latest instance of that happening.
And the last piece to that, that same type of dog, right? Because it started with the I forgot what it's the Spot, the Boston Dynamics Spot dog, right? With the arm and all of that. It has the arm on top of it and it has the 4 legs and it's able to traverse any kind of terrain. And now they put wheels on it and it can do all kind of flips. Look, man, that can outrun any human. The one with the wheels especially, right? Now they got rifles on the top of them, right? And that's just one weapon. Hell, they got all kind of different sound weapons and non-lethal takedown weapons that they can use to tase people, you know what I'm saying, and take them down and drag them in. However, man, they want to take them alive, however they want to do it. Check this one out. Just in case you thought your ass can outrun one. Check one. Yeah.
Crafted by Mirror China, it pushes boundaries like never before. With a top speed of 10 meters per second, Black Panther 2 isn't just about breaking records. It's about redefining what's possible.
No, this ain't talking about Black Panther, the whack ass version of Black Panther. You know, no, it's talking about this individual machine right here. It's the Black Panther. All right.
At 10 meters per second, the force required to swing its legs unexpectedly and seriously surpasses gravity, presenting a monumental challenge for current electrical systems. So, can speed only come from bigger motors and bulkier designs? We think differently. In 1665, Christian Huygens discovered that pendulum clocks, mounted on the same beam, would synchronize their swings through energy transfer. Dynamic analysis reveals that two pendulums, aided by the movement of a beam, transfer energy between them. Inspired by this principle, we leverage dynamics to optimize the design of every inch of the robot structure. When one leg lacks power, the others step in, transferring energy seamlessly. Together, the four legs act as a unified force. Even with this compact body, Black Panther 2 can crafted by Mirror China.
Yeah, and it's funny because they'll say, you know, these robot dogs and these robots will minimize human casualties in war. That's a joke in itself because we're coming to the third world war. We are in the third world war, and trust and believe this war boasts the most potent capability of destroying human lives and with great ease than any other war on the planet. So all of that stuff they tell you is just fluff, smoke and mirrors, you know. In reality, it's all set up to make you feel better, make you feel calmer. Oh, okay, all right. I thought, no, you should have stuck with your first mind. Because this what it's created to do is take lives, not make them easier, not for the average person. This is 2 Ezra 15:4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Most High, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And what are those hurtful works? Creating all of these different weapons of mass destruction, which are these robots, these missiles, even biochemical warfare, that they're using, these cell phones, what is that, ophthalmology and stuff, utilizing those flashes to control your mind, shut down your cells in your body so your body doesn't work right. Um, all of those, right? It says, for all of the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, the Lord will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. This is all utter wickedness. I don't care how they paint it. They paint these whimsical, colors on it, and they show the robots dancing and to your favorite songs and old school music. Damn all that shit. All right. It says they will profanely commit, which they will profanely commit. It says neither, which is outside. Profane means outside of, right? Outside of the works of the Lord, outside of the temple, outside of the word, man. Outside of righteousness. Neither will I suffer them in those things. in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And the souls of those just, especially of the men of the start with the men of the Lord, man, who crying unto him continually. Like, man, how is shy, man? Please get us up out of here. Please come back soon and put these devils kingdom down and bless us with spiritual powers so we can rise up, be perfect in your word, your image, and you know, take vengeance through the spirit that you put on us to take back the kingdom by force in that day. Now, that's impossible. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to prepare those of the hopeful elect, of the elect, right? As the hopeful elect, and get you equipped in preparation for this time of Jacob's trouble that's about to unfold. That's unfolding piece by piece right before your eyes right now, right? And therefore, thus says the Lord, I will surely avenge them, right? So the Lord is going to avenge us, all right? We aren't avengers for Yahushai, all right? No, but the Lord is going, Yahushai is our avenger, okay? Yahushai, our avengers. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahushai being the one that you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Their names are Paleo Hebrew. It says, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt. Right? And this is present day Sodom and Egypt. Why do you think Elon Musk brought that up about like he made that point about Memphis, and that's where the new God will sprout from, you know. Yeah, that AI God, right? That Esau wants to worship so bad. They want to make a God superior to ours. Wisdom of Solomon 14:8. But that which is made with hands is cursed, as well it as he that made it. All these machines that I showed you, even these phones, who made these, man? Starting with Esau all the way down. And if it was an invention by a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native, they took it and they perverted it and they added, you know, some kind of unnecessary technology to it to utilize it for some wicked purpose. The level, the balance, the field, you know, it's between us and them. But that which is made with hands is cursed, as well it as he that made it. He, because he made it, and it, because being corruptible, it was called God. These are their gods, man. Period. All these false idols and these machines, this is Esau's gods, man. When they saying God we trust, they're not talking about our God. They're not talking about Yahweh, Yahushua. No. They talking about these machines and AI and shit like that. And they're overlord handlers, the elites. It says, for the ungodly of his, Wisdom of Solomon 14:9, for the ungodly and his ungodly godliness are both alike hateful unto the Most High. But that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Okay? This is why they got to be punished, because they keep making this type of shit, man. And if it kept going on, this place kept going on in his favor, they would keep doing it. You know, they would not stop until they destroyed this world and themselves. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles, and this is the Gentile heathens, okay, not the Israelite Gentiles. It says, therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of the Most High, they are become an abomination, a stumbling block to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise. And these are all just snares because people are fascinated, you know, they're fascinated with the newest technology and they see it in the movies and they're like, oh shit, they see these Transformer movies and shit like that. And they're like, oh my God, man, that'd be so cool if that was real. No, it wouldn't. Okay. And you're going to find out why, because it's going to be used against you, just a regular person. The government's going to use it on you to push their agendas. It says, for the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them, the corruption of life. Let me read that again. Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them, the corruption of life. So life has been corrupted as we know it. I don't care how they take it and they post it like this, and you can have a robot butler and do all of this shit. Yeah, so they can keep track of you. As soon as you don't do what they want you to do, that butler just snap your neck, kill you and your family, and then walk out the door, and they just resell it to some other family or some shit, man. Okay? And there's nothing that you would be able to do about it. You searching through the house and you think you hide in the dark and shit, or your router is just a fucking camera to tell them, oh yeah, he's right over here behind the bed. They got a little panic room over here, and this mug just come busting in, like, what I'm saying, Jack Nicholson in The Shining. Here's Johnny, just busted that motherfucking, come in there and just start killing all of y'all. There's no way around it, man. If you thought you was gonna outrun it, they say goddamn robots start running 100 miles per hour in 10 seconds after your ass, you and your family, whatever, man. Okay? Whatever. They got their ducks in a row. This is why, they know they have but a short time. That's why they're gonna come down with great wrath, because they're gonna make it all possible. The Lord gave them the ability to do it. You know what I'm saying? Through this technology. What do you say? But thou art wiser than Daniel. Who is he talking about? He's talking about Esau is on this side, man. Right? But the Most High gave him that wisdom just so he could take him down, because he knew he was going to use it for wickedness. But neither were they, for neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. For by the vainglory of men they enter into the world, and therefore shall they come surely to an end. And that's what's going to happen to this place. And that's what's going to happen to Esau and all of his spiritual power, his wicked technology. Okay. He's going to take it and he's going to use it for the wicked purpose, his wicked intent. And the Heavenly Father is going to judge him for it. And the Lord's coming back soon. That's why you see all these signs and these wonders in the heavens and in the earth. And it's about to happen, man. All right. But I just wanted to take you down that road with this new technology. All right. I didn't want to make this too long. Damn, I hate when I do that. But I didn't want to make this too long. But I feel like the point has been thoroughly made manifest. All right. Do your research. Okay. Check these videos out again in your own time. Find them separately all over the web, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Do it while you can. All right. So these are idols. These machines are idols. All right. And they will utilize them as a spiritual power to bring in this new world order. And the only one that can stop them is the Most High and his Son and these angels. All right. So with that, I pray you will edify, be circumspect, and until the next time, I bid you shalom.